I'm delighted to be joined here today by Cyril Simonnet, who is Chief Revenue Officer at Sekoia. Welcome, Cyril.
Thank you, Doug.
Well, let's dive straight in. Who is Sekoia and why are you targeting channel growth?
So Sekoia is a French scale-up company that today is basically Europe and now. We're doing two things at Sekoia. We are a SOC platform and we're a CTI provider. So first of all, let's start with the CTI provider. This is where we started. Everything started from that. We have a very large European CTI vendor. And then we decided several years ago to use the CTI and be able to confront the CTI to the feed or the streams of our customers. And then we developed a SOC platform. This SOC platform basically is consuming the CTI, our CTI, and be able to detect and, thanks to our own SOAR, respond to attacks that are ongoing. This SOC is a SaaS, so we can, right now is established in Amsterdam, Paris, and Dubai. And we're selling only through MSSPs. So why is we're targeting a channel growth? Is that because most of our customers of today, they don't have the right resources. They don't have the resources to be able to handle such investigations. So they need a SOC. And this is where MSSP comes in the game. The MSSPs are the ones who can really deliver such services to the end users, and we are going only through them. And the SOC platform allows them to deliver a service which is high standard with let's say, affordable cost, which allows them as well then to target on not only the large accounts, but as well the SMBs.
Yeah, sure. And Oxygen's audience is MSPs in the channel. So what's the most compelling reason why an MSP would want to add Sekoia to its portfolio?
Okay, for several reasons. There is a first unique one, which makes a big difference, which is the fact that our pricing model is a price per asset. What is an asset for us? It's a workstation and servers. And so basically for this price per asset, we ingest in our platform all the cybersecurity data. We're today having more than 200 different vendor integrations. We do have a SOAR capability, so we provide as well all the automation. And as I said previously, we are as well providing the CTI feed, proprietary one, and we develop the detection rules. We are more than 900. So basically, when MSSP is using our SOC platform, they're not using only a SOC platform like a SIM, but as well a lot of different functions, and they have a price per asset. It allows them to build services which is not based on volume and use case management only, but based on assets with predictable pricing and with a lot of different features on top of it, the capabilities on top of it.
Yeah, sure. And so when you were appointed in February, Cyril, your appointment was described as a turning point in Sekoia's plans to become the leader in cyber detection and response in Europe and beyond. So what was meant by that statement?
First of all, the Sekoia has been is in our own market, which is a French one, is a very known technology. We are roughly more than 1,000 customers, from very small to very large. We started to have some incoming requests from different parts of the world, and we have demonstrated, specifically in Middle East, a growth over there. And I've been recruited in order to expand that growth to other areas like APAC or now not specifically North America, and as well for the rest of Europe. So I'm here actually to basically, in a nutshell, to boost this international development on those markets. And I believe this appointment at Sekoia is also a concrete evidence on the success of this vision. As well, perhaps two things to mention where we think our vision is the correct one. The first one is that we have been having one specific Gartner paper on our technology, that what they call it the SSDP, stands for Security Services Delivery Platform. So we're known by we're being seen as the Gartner as a leader in this field. And the second thing is that if you follow some some big influencers on the other part of the ocean in the US, in Canada. There is Francis Odum, who as well has recognized us as in his latest edition of the Software Analyst newsletter. And by saying that thanks to our technology, there is no vendor locking. It's not like a pain. It could be like there's a capabilities with such technologies as ours to be able to still have a best practice or best of breed approach on the cybersecurity on the SOC platforms.
Yeah, great. And what's your distribution strategy, and
Oh,
what's your partner recruitment strategy as well?
so full indirect, three-tier model, distribution, and then MSSP or resellers. MSSPs are for us the preference because we have a model and we have a technology which is really very MSSP-friendly, multi-tenancy, price per asset, and so on, which as well allows actually the MSSPs not to sell our technology, but sell the services based on our technology. It makes them stronger. It makes them gaining market share faster and getting with the right, I would say, margin on top of it. We have a lot of experience around that from telcos, the MSSPs, but as well GSIs and just resellers that became MDRs. So we're happy to have those kind of partners because we want to work with them.
Yeah, great. So, I mean, if we were to take the UK specifically, do you have a distributor? Are there plans to appoint a distributor? Do you?
Yes, because easy one. We have Exclusive Networks as a distributor over there. We already have customers as well on the CTI feed specifically. And we are looking for MSSPs as of today. So we have several conversations in the UK, and we're looking for more.
Yeah, definitely. You touched on this already, but could you describe your ideal partner? For instance, should they be carrying certain technologies already in their portfolio? Should they be targeting specific vertical markets? What size of partner are we talking about?
Okay, so for the SOC platform, you have two ways of consuming the SOC platform. Let's make it simple. The first one is you are a partner, you're MSSP, and you resell EDR, and you sell a service on top of the EDR to detect and respond on the EDR. Sekoia is a way to expand the visibility not only to the EDR, but the rest of the infrastructure for a price per asset. That's exactly what Orange, for example, Orange Cyber Defense is doing. And we have like thousands or hundreds of thousands customers or assets being covered this way. It's a very good process. It's a very good offer because the EDR doesn't see everything. And being able to provide such visibility to the end user and focusing not on use cases, but on threats, detection and response is a great value for the market, especially for SMBs, very especially for the SMBs. So that's one way of consuming Sekoia. The second way is a SIM replacement. As of today, customers, they have a SIM, which is volume-based, with limited functions and not very strong capabilities in detecting and responding. Detecting because it's based on manual detection capabilities, and responding because you must have a SOAR on top of it. All of this brings complexity, cost, and people to be trained on that. So what we provide is a SOC platform where we deliver the detections, we deliver all the integrations, and we maintain them. We help and we train, assist all the SOC analysts, meaning that for an MSSP that still wants to have like a SIM approach, we can deliver to them a SIM which is much more, let's say, with much more features and with a price still per asset, which allows them to have a very interesting pricing in front of for the customers. And everything is multi-tenant.
Yeah, definitely.
So these are the two ways in a nutshell to consume the product. Yeah, when you're MSSP.
No, great. So one final question. So Sekoia raised 35 million euros in funding last year. So there's two things that are interesting about that. Number one, it was a very tough climate for VC investments last year. Number two, you're a French company. The hotspots are in Israel and the US. So what did they see in you?
A unique position. Unique position on our maturity in delivering a SOC platform and our pricing model. So these two things will bring something unique on the market we have been able as well to demonstrate on this market a very fast growth. Basically, we moved from 0 to 1,000 customers in a little more than 3 years. So it's through MSSPs, actually, a lot. 80% of our business is coming from MSSPs. And I found a way here for us to scale very fast outside our French borders. That's the reason why they invested into us. We are not yet in we have as well demonstrated a year ago that we can deploy in other countries. So we started with the UAE specifically, but now we are much more like visible in the Middle East. And they wanted to invest and be able to give us the capacity to extend that for the rest of Europe and North America as well.
Well, that's great. I look forward to tracking your progress. And then obviously there's a lot there. There's a lot there for MSSPs to be excited about. The fact you have a model that's very much built for MSPs. You have that compelling pricing model that you're saying is quite unique around the price per asset model, and 1,000 customers already in your native France, which shows the traction for the technology. So I wish you luck in your plans, and thank you, Cyril, for joining us today.
Thank you very much, Doug.